Thousands of feet above, passengers have captured moments that shouldn't be possible. Creatures clinging to airplane wings.
That is some weird.
Glowing objects hiding in clouds, and flying beings with no wings at all. Watch closely, because once you see what's been filmed, flying may never feel the same again. The footage presents a tense and unsettling moment captured from what appears to be a small aircraft in flight. A single individual, equipped with a parachute, is seen outside the plane rather than inside it, already placing the viewer in a state of unease. Instead of preparing for a conventional jump, the man positions himself on the wing, gripping the surface as the aircraft continues moving forward through the air. The plane's size and relatively slow speed are noticeable. Every second he remains on the wing feels prolonged, as the aircraft's motion and vibration offer no stable footing. Now, for those of you who are wondering about the fate of the guy, let me tell you that he was a professional. He has been doing these stunts for quite some time, and the parachute attached eventually helped him to land safely. Unidentified creature. During a flight to Mexico, a guy was extremely excited after hearing countless strange stories about the place, but he had no idea his adventure would begin inside the plane itself. When he glanced out the window, he noticed a strange creature sitting on the wing. Due to the darkness, nothing was clearly visible, but one thing felt off. At such a height, the way it clung to the wing didn't seem normal. It felt like some kind of flying creature. Moments later, it vanished, turning his journey mysterious before it even truly began. Unidentified light. A woman was gazing out the plane window when something caught her eye, a huge glowing light among the clouds. At first, she thought it was a sunset, but the glow was far too strange. There was no visible source, and its sheer height made it impossible to explain. Silent and mesmerizing, it hung in the sky, leaving her stunned and questioning what could possibly shine so brightly, so far above the world. Dragon sighting. If you've only seen dragons in movies, this one is for you. A tourist traveling through China claimed he witnessed something unbelievable midair. A real dragon gliding through the sky. The massive shape moved smoothly, with a long body cutting through the clouds as if it belonged there. The sight left him frozen, questioning everything he thought was fiction. If true, maybe some legends might be closer to reality than we ever imagined. Mysterious man. Flights often get chaotic, but this New York to California trip felt different. A guy went to the washroom, and when he came back, his behavior completely changed. He started acting strangely, making unsettling noises that caught everyone's attention. Passengers were confused, unable to understand what was happening to him. It felt less like stress and more like something paranormal had taken over. To this day, no one knows what truly happened to him inside that washroom. Close encounter. A flight was passing over Antarctica when passengers noticed a strange light show outside. What they saw left everyone shocked. These weren't ordinary colorful lights. They appeared to belong to a UFO that moved incredibly close to the plane's window. Never before had something like this come so near a passenger aircraft. Panic spread as people feared the plane might suddenly disappear. But after a tense few moments, the light slowly drifted away, leaving behind pure disbelief and a mystery no one could explain. Cloud malfunction. A group of experts were traveling by helicopter when something bizarre unfolded in the sky. A dazzling bright pink flash suddenly lit up everything around them. Seconds later, an otherworldly cloud-like form shot downward, moving unnaturally fast. Everyone on board was puzzled, unable to explain what they were seeing. Luckily, it stayed at a distance. Still, something felt wrong about those clouds. as if a UFO had briefly lost control or badly malfunctioning. Mysterious glowing lights. In October 2025, during a flight from Texas to California, passengers noticed something strange outside the windows. Multiple lights were moving fast, led by one huge glowing source, as if a single object was guiding them. They were moving even faster than the plane. And for a moment, it felt like they might collide. Panic spread through the cabin, but just as the lights drew closer, they suddenly dimmed and vanished. Everyone sat in stunned silence, wondering, did those mysterious objects leave on their own, or was something else controlling them? Unusual glow. Passengers thought they were looking at ordinary clouds, until the sky below them began to glow unnaturally. An orange light slowly spread beneath the aircraft, illuminating the clouds from below in a way that felt wrong. Some grabbed their phones. Others sat frozen, unsure what they were witnessing. Later, experts dismissed it as a simple sunset illusion, but many passengers weren't convinced. The glow seemed to pulse and expand with purpose, almost alive. And if it was only light, why did it feel like something was quietly watching from beneath the clouds? Strange feet. The flight felt ordinary until something small and strange peeked out from above the seats. At first, passengers thought it was a trick of the light, but as they watched, tiny, unusual feet moved across the panel. Panic spread quietly through the cabin, and phones came out to record the bizarre scene. Before anyone could react, the feet vanished without a trace. The sight left everyone uneasy, haunted by the memory of what had been crawling just out of view, and questioning if they had truly seen something real or something far stranger. Mysterious flying being. Recently, something unsettling was spotted in California's skies, leaving many people uneasy. Witnesses described a flying creature unlike anything seen before. It had no wings, no clear body, just long, tentacle-like shapes that helped it glide smoothly through the air. The strangest part? It hovered there for a long time. Some reports claim people who stared at it felt frozen for a few seconds, as if time paused. Thankfully, it eventually drifted away. But the question lingers: when and where might it appear again? UFO fleet. A guy was calmly staring out the window when a cluster of strange lights appeared above the clouds. At first, he couldn't make sense of them, just tiny glowing specks floating in the distance. But soon, the truth became clear. It was a whole fleet of UFOs, moving silently and smoothly in formation. They hovered above the clouds, ignoring everything below, leaving him stunned. Questions raced through his mind.
I don't know what that is. That is some weird.
But the mysterious shapes offered no answers, vanishing as quietly as they had appeared. Close encounter. What started as a normal flight suddenly turned eerie when a guy spotted something unusual outside the window. Leaning closer, he was shocked. A UFO hovered silently right behind the plane. Fear gripped him, and he quickly stopped recording, worried the plane might vanish. Moments later, it drifted away as mysteriously as it had appeared, leaving him stunned and full of questions. Glitch plane. Ever looked out mid-flight and seen another plane frozen in the sky, like reality itself had hit pause? That's exactly what a pilot over San Francisco captured. An aircraft hovered motionless, suspended as if time had stopped. He kept filming, expecting it to move any second, but it didn't. It looked like a glitch in the Matrix, or maybe something in the clouds had stopped it entirely. The eerie stillness left him questioning what he had witnessed. and whether the skies were as ordinary as we think. Star Spaceship. What I'm about to show you might feel like a scene from a sci-fi movie, but this was real. Back in 2009, a passenger recorded something unbelievable among the clouds. A massive, star-shaped spacecraft hovering silently. It was enormous, far larger than anything expected to be in the sky. The sight was deeply unsettling, especially because it appeared so clearly in daylight. The footage left viewers shaken, questioning how something that big could exist unnoticed above us. Dark Tail Mystery. A video was recently shared online showing footage recorded by a flight passenger. In the clip, a dark smoky trail can be seen stretching across the sky. The person who filmed it claimed it was caused by a UFO, and from that angle, it definitely looks unusual at first. But if you look closely, the mystery fades. The dark trail actually appears to be smoke coming from another aircraft flying at a distance. So in this case, no UFO, just a strange angle playing tricks on the eyes. Midair door opening. A 33-year-old passenger caused panic when he opened a plane door mid-air on an Asiana Airlines flight in South Korea.
33-year-old passenger opened the emergency exit door about 800 right after the pilot made that routine announcement that the plane was about to land.
Approaching landing at just 213 meters above the ground, the sudden opening sent wind rushing through the cabin, frightening passengers and tossing hair and belongings. 9 people were taken to a hospital with breathing difficulties.
People were taken to the hospital for respiratory issues.
The man later explained he felt uncomfortable and suffocated. Authorities arrested him for violating aviation safety laws, leaving everyone on board shaken by the terrifying incident. Hidden UFOs. A flight passenger was quietly enjoying the view when something unusual caught his attention. Floating among the clouds were 3 huge glowing UFOs. They were massive, so large that parts of them seemed to emerge from the clouds themselves. The lights were soft but powerful, moving slowly as if observing everything below. They didn't rush or flicker, just hovered calmly, almost like silent watchers in the sky. For a few moments, the clouds felt crowded, and the air felt uneasy. Otherworldly observer. A guy was exploring the woods on a bright, sunny day. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Suddenly, he noticed a strange object hovering in the air.
See if I can find it. There it goes.
It's a government camera.
Yep.
It looked otherworldly, like a secret being had come just to observe. It stayed for a few moments, then vanished as mysteriously as it appeared. The encounter left him stunned, realizing you never know when or where it might return for observation.
It is. Yeah.
Hidden UFO. If you're not seeing a UFO in the sky, it doesn't mean they aren't there. Another flight passenger reported spotting a disc-shaped UFO hidden among the clouds. It stayed partially concealed, quietly observing everything below. The way it blended into the clouds felt deliberate, almost calculated. And if that's true, who knows how many more are out there, watching silently from places we never even think to look. Airplane spirit. Back in 2019, a strange case surfaced involving an Indonesian airline. A YouTuber walked into a plane while recording a vlog and was surprised to see the entire cabin completely empty. He assumed he was the first aboard, but something unexpected happened. A strange humanoid figure briefly peeked from behind a seat, watching him. He didn't notice it at the time. Later, while reviewing the footage, he was stunned. People soon recalled old rumors that years ago, a woman lost her life on that same plane. Many believe what appeared in the video was her presence. And they might be right. Possessed man. Some airlines have faced strange disruptions lately, but one American Airlines flight felt especially unsettling.
One American Airlines passenger was caught on camera growling and hissing during a flight.
A man on board suddenly began growling, hissing, and behaving in a way that didn't feel human at all. He argued with the pilot, stumbled through the aisle, and even snarled while biting his mask, as if something had taken control of him.
Sit down now. You can't hold us.
Passengers felt a heavy tension fill the cabin, convinced this wasn't normal rage.
Swearing, he was yelling, he was flipping them off.
Many whispered that the man seemed possessed, as though something unseen had latched onto him midair. When authorities finally escorted him away after landing,
Really?
a wave of relief washed over everyone, but the eerie feeling lingered. Giant humanoid. In childhood, many of us imagined that something lived above the clouds, thinking it was just a fictional thought. But one man got to know it is more than imagination. During his flight, he casually looked outside and froze in shock. Two giant, dark humanoid figures were standing on top of the clouds. He couldn't believe it. How could giants stand there, as if an unseen castle existed beneath them? It felt unreal, mysterious, and unsettling. And honestly, you never know what's really hiding above the clouds. Paranormal activity. Patrolman Francisco Hernandez was finishing his shift when a mysterious noise from a plane caught his attention.
Verga.
Investigating with his torch, he was stunned to see a shadowy figure peering around the corner.
No mames.
The eerie footage shows Francisco trembling with fear as he explored the dark, empty plane in Mexico City. Doors had been slamming mysteriously, and he followed protocol to check. Even after clocking off at 3 a.m., the haunting presence left him shaken, proving that sometimes the supernatural can appear where you least expect it. Passenger chaos. Tiffany Gomez became an internet sensation after a chaotic flight from Dallas to Orlando. On board, she loudly claimed another passenger wasn't real,
That back there is not real.
sparking panic and confusion. Some say it was a genuine supernatural sighting. Others call it a dramatic overreaction.
Fuck off this plane right now. I need to get the fuck off this plane.
The incident left passengers terrified, flight crew struggling to maintain order, and viewers debating whether it was a mental health moment or something unexplained. Regardless, her outburst went viral, turning her into the infamous not real plane lady everyone is still talking about online. Ringed portal. Do you believe in ring-shaped portals? If not, this story might change your mind. A man flying his private plane toward Mexico noticed something shocking in the sky, a glowing blue ring moving calmly through the air. It didn't behave like clouds or light. Stunned, he quickly recorded a video and shared it online. Reactions exploded. Some believe it was an otherworldly portal, while others think it could be linked to time travel. Whatever it was, the mystery still lingers. Dark object. Passengers on a flight over the Aegean Sea were left shaken when one of them captured a bizarre object flying alongside the plane. The dark shape moved smoothly through the air, suddenly changing direction in ways no known aircraft should.
Hey, what is that? Holy crap.
It kept pace with the plane for several moments, almost as if it was aware of being watched. The footage quickly spread online, with many viewers convinced this was no ordinary object, but something far more mysterious sharing the skies. What do you think it was? Let me know in the comments. Advanced Tech UFO. While flying over the Florida skies, a passenger noticed something strange hidden within the clouds. At first, it was unclear, just an odd shape blending in, but as he looked closer, the truth hit him. It was a UFO, carefully concealing itself. What made this sighting even more surprising was its appearance. This wasn't an ordinary craft. It looked highly advanced, smooth, and unnatural, as if built with technology far beyond anything we know, silently watching from above. Glowing orb. A fighter jet pilot was testing his aircraft, pushing higher into the skies, fully focused on the mission. Suddenly, something unexpected appeared, a glowing object racing beside him. It wasn't shaped like any aircraft, more like a bright orb, and it was moving faster than the jet itself. The smooth, effortless motion left the pilot stunned. No engines, no sound, just pure speed and light. Whatever it was, it clearly didn't follow the rules of human technology. Mysterious orb. A pilot was flying high above the clouds, enjoying the peaceful view, when something strange caught his eye. A glowing orb raced through the sky at incredible speed, moving with ease. What made it more unsettling was that another pilot had reported seeing a similar orb before. Whether it was the same one or something else remains unclear. One thing felt certain though. Above the clouds, things aren't always as normal as they seem. Dragon over Disneyland. In December 2012, Disney did something it has never repeated. During a private nighttime media event, a huge dragon flew over Magic Kingdom. It was mounted on an ultralight aircraft, with moving wings and strange lights that made it more mysterious. It wasn't part of any ride or public show, and regular guests never witnessed it. For those present, the moment felt surreal, like fantasy briefly crossing into the real world. People truly believe it was real, and for VIP guests only. Scottish Dragon. A tourist exploring the Scottish woods stumbled upon something straight out of a legend. Hidden among the trees was an abandoned castle, eerie and silent. But then, his jaw dropped. A massive dragon appeared. Yes, a real dragon.
Parece dragón sobre la basílica.
With huge wings and a long tail, soaring above the castle, as if it had lived there in secret for centuries. It moved gracefully, almost hidden from the world, making the quiet woods feel alive with a mysterious, untamed presence. Flying humanoid. You've probably seen dragons or flying creatures. But have you ever witnessed a humanoid figure soaring through the sky? Recently, locals in Indianapolis were stunned when they saw a humanoid figure with massive wings leap from the top of a building and glide away, disappearing into the distance. The sight left everyone in disbelief. Theories quickly emerged. Was it a secret scientific experiment or something far stranger? Whatever it was, the mysterious figure vanished, leaving more questions than answers. Angel sighting. A guy in Peru was heading home after work, stressed and afraid he might lose his job. His mind was heavy with worry. Then he looked up at the clouds and froze. A massive shape had formed. Clear, calm, and unmistakably like an angel. It felt personal, as if it appeared just for him. In that quiet moment, his fear eased, his chest felt lighter, and hope slowly returned. Mysterious figure. Recently, one evening in North Carolina, something happened that felt far from normal. Strange lights appeared inside the clouds, glowing softly. At first, no one understood what they were. Then, from within that light, a dark figure seemed to emerge. Its shape kept changing, sometimes almost humanoid, sometimes something else entirely.
Dude, Dude, I don't know, it's kind of scary.
Nothing stayed clear for long. It made people wonder if the clouds above are truly as empty as we always believe.
Dude, that's like plain.
Unshaped mystery. Back in 2019, something unsettling appeared in the Florida sky. A massive, unshaped object was seen floating quietly, with no clear form. It looked like it could change shape at any moment, as if it hadn't decided what it wanted to be yet. People watched in confusion and unease, unsure what they were witnessing. Then, without warning, it faded away. The fear eased, but the mystery stayed, because no one ever figured out what that shifting object truly was. Sea mystery. A fisherman accidentally took his boat far out into the sea, farther than he ever planned. What he saw there left him puzzled. Rising from the water was a massive, smoky tower, slowly drifting upward toward the clouds. It moved calmly, almost deliberately, as if something was hidden inside it. The size alone felt unnatural. He couldn't tell whether something was leaving the sea or heading into the sky. Either way, it felt like something was happening out there that humans know nothing about. Cloudy mystery. A video shared online from an unknown source has left viewers confused and uneasy. In the footage, a human-like figure can be seen among the clouds. No one knows who uploaded the clip or what was really happening at that moment. The figure doesn't move like anything familiar, making the scene even stranger. Some believe it could be part of a secret scientific experiment, while others are convinced it might be alien. Whatever the truth is, the mystery only deepens. Camping lights. A guy was camping in the woods, everything calm as he got ready to sleep, when strange lights appeared in the sky. At first, it seemed like shapes were forming out of the glowing dots, and he had no idea what it could be. Feeling uneasy, he quickly left the site, convinced something otherworldly might be happening. But after some research for my 50 million family, it turns out it wasn't paranormal at all, just fireflies. These beetles glow naturally, using bioluminescence to communicate, creating the magical scene he had witnessed. Container midair. A tourist in Dubai witnessed something so strange it felt unbelievable. Floating among the clouds was a huge container-like object, its shape clear, yet impossible to explain. He rubbed his eyes, unsure if what he was seeing was even real. In broad daylight, it felt harder to believe than any night sighting. Fear crept in, and he quickly left the area, worried something might go wrong. The object never returned, but the mystery it left behind still lingers. Tower ship. Japan's skies are usually peaceful, but one flight captured something that challenged everything pilots are trained to trust. While flying above Kumamoto Prefecture, a pilot recorded a massive umbrella-shaped object hanging motionless among the clouds. For several minutes, it didn't move at all. Then, as the camera zoomed in, something startling happened. Multiple smaller objects appeared to separate from the larger one, spreading across the sky. Even today, no official answer exists. Disc-shaped UFO. What started as casual filming from a plane window turned into one of the clearest UFO moments ever captured. Back in 2017, a passenger recorded a metallic, perfectly disc-shaped object gliding downward just feet away from the aircraft. It moved smoothly, as if following a controlled path. But the moment he tried to focus on it, the object vanished completely. The object disappeared without leaving a trace, as if it had the ability to erase itself from sight. Whatever it was, it didn't want to be followed. Alligator runway. Passengers arriving on a Spirit Airlines flight to Orlando got an unexpected welcome. As they looked out the window, an alligator was casually strolling across the airport runway, completely unbothered. The massive reptile moved slowly, like it owned the place, while planes waited patiently. The moment was caught on video and quickly spread online. In Florida, where wildlife often crosses paths with daily life, this runway walk turned an ordinary landing into a scene no one on board will ever forget. Shape-shifting figure. A passenger's routine flight in 2017 turned unforgettable when something metallic and disc-shaped appeared just outside the window. From only a few feet away, the object glided downward smoothly, its movements precise, almost controlled. As the man tried to zoom in and record more clearly, the craft suddenly vanished, leaving him stunned. Some believe it was preparing to land at a secret alien base, while skeptics argue it was merely a trick of the light. Whatever it was, the moment remains one of the clearest and most debated UFO sightings ever captured. Strange cloud pattern. A woman peering out of her plane window never expected to see the sky turned into something unexplainable. Instead of clear blue, she caught the aftermath of a massive sketch. Strange, zigzag smoke trails stretching across the sky, layer upon layer. These weren't ordinary contrails. They twisted and overlapped in ways that didn't make sense. Scientists claimed it was just a weather or contrail anomaly, but many viewers disagreed, convinced something more mysterious had occurred. The sight left everyone questioning what could create such patterns above the clouds. Cloudy lights. On a flight from London to New York, the sky suddenly lit up with an unnatural blue glow. Travelers watched in awe as a mysterious object emerged from the clouds, pulsing with light in a way that didn't resemble lightning or any aircraft. Cameras even seemed affected by the strange radiation it emitted. The flashes weren't random, they seemed deliberate, almost like a signal from something hidden deep within the clouds. For everyone on board, the encounter left more questions than answers, and a lingering sense that the skies hold secrets we are only beginning to glimpse. Time loop mystery. A video surfaced from a German airline in January showing a truly bizarre scene. A man suddenly stood up mid-flight, shouting that he was trapped in a time loop. He claimed this was the 6th cycle, and in every previous one, the plane had crashed. According to him, the flight attendant wasn't human, but a robot changing her battery in plain sight. Passengers panicked, refusing to continue the journey. Authorities later removed him for treatment, saying his mind was unwell. But what if he really glimpsed something ahead of time? A future no one else was ready to witness? Let's move towards our subscribers' pick of the day. Let's head to Russia, where a local had a chilling experience late at night. Standing on the roof of his home, he witnessed something that felt clearly otherworldly. 3 glowing orbs moved in a perfect triangle formation, slowly circling the sky. In front of them, a sharp beam of light appeared, as if the objects were trying to open some kind of portal. Terrified, he rushed inside. But the surprise didn't end there. The next day, he noticed the exact same cloud hanging in the sky. From it, strange lights began to glow again, just like before. Moments later, another beam shot out and vanished. Everything happened in the same spot, and to this day, no one knows what it truly was.